doing?
Doing great. And yourself?
Good morning.
Good. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where y'all are at. Obviously fired up to be here today to share with y'all some amazing news. For those of you who were on here, I had a couple messages like, hey, what's going on? We have a call every morning an hour before this, right? So it's the overview call. So that's why you saw some of those conversations going on, and you probably got to see a little bit of our community, which is absolutely the best thing about Lionshare for sure. So with that being said, I'm going to jump right into this, if that's okay with y'all. I don't know if Edgardo, I think Edgardo's here as well. Edgardo, I don't know, man, do you want to say anything before I get this show on the road as far as announcing what's coming and what we're doing here? Edgardo, are you there?
100% right. I'm here every single morning, James.
What's up, man?
Every single night too. Nonstop. And that's the way, to build a business. Be committed 100%, just like our presenters do every single day. I mean, Amy, Dion, Victoria, Stephanie, Marlene. I mean, I don't know if I forgot someone. Sherry, every single one of you. I mean, first of all, thank you for your commitment every single day. Looking forward to meet you guys in Vegas, in my house. Spend a whole week together with you guys, because the future of Lionshare is bright. I mean, Lionshare, this community, this team, this group of leaders every single time we're making history over and over again. So what we're about to announce, this is just take it to another level. This is not just going to be something, like before. It's something totally that you're going to love. And the most important thing, all those people were not active for whatever reason, this will be a reason for them to get back. I mean, this will be a reason to get back on fire, to get back on track. So I'm really looking forward to every single one of you guys. Meet you on the first Diamond Retreat in my house in Vegas. We'll be hosting and having the best of the best. From the first time when we created this smart contract, which is for the people, we created a budget. We created some a business that create a budget for you guys to do this Diamond Retreat. So I'm looking forward to that. Get it back to you, James.
No, man, Edgardo, I'm excited about that as well. I'm looking forward to it. I said last night, you and I were actually in Vegas at the same exact time last year at your house. And, what you guys are going to see, I mean, you guys can feel it from Edgardo. I mean, he's an open book, number one, but he's opened his doors to all of us, which is an amazing thing. So I'm excited to be there in December for our Diamond Retreat. Now, as I always say, remember, even if you don't necessarily qualify for us to pay for it, it doesn't mean that you can't come to Vegas and meet all of us, right? We understand. I mean, this is a competition. Not everybody wins it, but the winning part's not going to be us paying for it. It's going to be you being there to surround yourself with key leaders. I mean, that's what it's always about. So, Edgardo, thank you for your leadership, man. We're going to get this thing going. So, listen, I know we still have a bunch of people that are jumping in the room, and we do want to welcome everybody here today. We called this meeting to let everybody know some very, very exciting news about what's going on in Lionshare and how it's going to change your business in a positive way. I mean, literally, we're taking this thing to a level that I don't think most of y'all are even going to be able to realize. Now, Edgardo said it best there when he talked about the fact that, there'll be some people that look at this here today, because I promise you the world's watching, right? Everyone wants to know what's coming next with Lionshare, and they're going to see this as an opportunity maybe to re-engage. I talk about this a lot. There's a tremendous amount of competition out there. And if you look at the smart contract business just in the last 6 months, right? Just like, from when we started really trying to build the Lionshare Ethereum to where we're at today, the market has drastically changed, not in just the number of smart contracts that have come out, but also, the different types of smart contracts. Now, with all that being said, a lot of it's still the same. If you look out there, a lot of everything is exactly the same. We still stand head and shoulders above everybody when it comes to our Follow Me system, when it comes to our technology, but most importantly, when it comes to our community. You guys hear me talk about that all the time. A smart contract is a smart contract. A comp plan is a comp plan. To some extent, right? We know that that's what pays the bills. But on the flip side of that, if you can surround yourself with, the like-minded people that we have here and be part of this, This is what is really separating us from anybody else out there, is the community that we've been able to create. Now, unlike Ethereum with the Tron project, we've started to attract some massive, massive leaders, in other parts of whatever you want to call it, direct sales, network marketing, whatever it is. More traditional people are starting to pay attention to these smart contracts. You've heard us say from day one, Edgardo and both of I, talking about the fact that this is the way of the future when it comes to network marketing and when it comes to direct sales. This is it, because of the transparency, because what can be out there. Blockchains don't lie, right? People do, but blockchains don't lie. So the reality is nothing can be hidden in this, and it creates this environment. And just speaking with the people who are here for the very first time, maybe they don't understand smart contracts exactly. Maybe they've never bought a cryptocurrency in their life, but they've been crushing it in some other business and just starting to pay attention to this. They're shocked at the results that people are getting so quickly. Now, with that being said, the other thing, as I said, I mentioned that has evolved in this smart contract industry is different ways to be able to create income for the participants, the members, whatever you would like to call them. Now, some of them have been very clever. Some of them have immediately went away. I want to urge you guys in a couple different things here today. Number one, when things start popping out like they are in the smart contract market, you need to be really aware of what's coming out there. I know that there's a lot of businesses right now that are popping up that says, come, do nothing. We're trading. We're doing something behind the scenes. And the reality is what you're reliving is what's already happened in the Bitcoin market, right? Where someone has created this smart contract, but they will run out of money, right? Because it's just the way it is, because nothing's going on in the back end. They're just trading funds. So I want to urge you to be careful of those type of situations. If you're going to be involved in something, you need to make sure it's real, right? And what you can see that we have here today is real, but where we're going is going to absolutely shock this entire industry. What I'm going to tell you here today is going to be historical. It's going to be monumental in the direction that we're going inside of Lionshare. But what I'm telling you, what is on the forefront of our future is like it's game changing. So just know that some amazing things are down the road here for us inside of Lionshare. And it's hard to believe, our very first contract, we just started it on July 16th. The Tron contract, we're what, 2.5, 3 weeks maybe into this. I don't even know the days. It's been going so crazy. But it's been an amazing time. It's also been a challenging time. I say this all the time. There's nothing out there in life usually that's worth having if you don't have to get your hands dirty a little bit, right? If you don't have to put that effort into it, then most of the time it's easy come, easy go. We all know that, with our launch and things like that, it created some commotion, some confusion out there. We had to really work through it. But if you look at our smart contract today, if you look at the way that things are set up right this second, things are going phenomenal for it, right? The smart contract works the way it should. And even though there's been some confusion and a lot of support tickets and a lot of having to answer questions, a lot of it boils down to education, right? Just showing people exactly how a follow me system works, showing people exactly how a matrix feels. Because you see, what's happening in this industry today is there's a lot of smart contracts that talk about having a matrix that they really don't have a matrix. They have a pass up system. And we're not going to spend any time on that. I just want to let you know that as we've gone through this and we've attracted more and more new people into this industry, what it's caused is a barrier in the education platform, in my opinion, that we really got to get out there and start educating people. So, these overview calls that, the ladies have been putting on, which, mad props to you guys. I mean, you've done amazing things, right? I mean, they're here every single day. It doesn't matter what's going on. They're giving their time to this project and coming out here and supporting you. So, I always say, if you're not a salesperson, if you don't think that you can do it on your own, guess what? You're in the right place, because you don't have to be either of those. You can invite people to calls, just like we have 2 times a day. I mean, what other smart contract is doing 2 calls a day from the smart contract, right? Not from leaders. I mean, leaders do their own thing. This is something that's offered to you as a tool for free. You're not having to pay some monthly fee to invite your people to this. This is something that is given to you. So again, I want to say thank you to the ladies who have been doing that. So that leads me into where we are going as a smart contract. You've heard Edgardo and myself talk about this 5-year plan that we've had for a long time. We've talked about the fact that, we're not married to any specific cryptocurrency. We're not committed to anything other than this community, right? And giving you the very best that we can possibly give you. So with that being said, what we're going to be introducing here today is something that is going to be in addition to what you already have, that in my opinion is going to be life changing for many of you. And if you can really wrap your head around this and see the power of it, you're going to understand it. Now, I'm going to preface this before I even bring this up here today. I want to tell you that I literally have went back and forth in my head wanting to show you some of these numbers. Now, that probably sounds like a sales pitch to you, but when you see how this thing works, you're going to be like, wow. Okay. So what I'm going to be showing you here today is what we're going to be introducing here very soon. It's not live today or anything like that. Is we're going to be introducing a brand new L3 platform. Okay. L3 platform, as you can see. Now, before I get into the details of this, I want you to understand something. This concept of the L3 was born before even the Tron project was born. We knew what directions we needed to go because we've seen the marketplace and the mistakes that they're making. I constantly get, hey, James, this person's doing this, or this smart contract's doing this, or this company's doing this. And my comment all the time is like, hey, we're patient with what we do. We have faith in what we do. We're not looking at what every other single person is doing out there and reacting to that. That is not a sign of a good leader. A leader is someone who focuses on the task at hand. And our task at hand is providing you the very best opportunity that we possibly can to be the king of smart contracts, to create a dynasty. And that's exactly what we're doing. And what we're going to show you today is going to be an addition to that. So what I would like to introduce you here today is the LionShare L3 platform and compensation plan. Okay. Now let's get into this and get started here. Okay. So what we know right now with the L1 and the L2, the L1 is all about what you do personally, right? It's what, another way to say that is, it's probably, people may not like this, what you eat, what you kill, you eat, if you've ever heard that, right? I mean, that's kind of an old saying, but it's literally about whatever effort you put into your business, that's how you're going to earn on the L1. It's really cool, right? The L2 creates this team environment where people can begin to work together, but there's a limit, right? There's a limit to the depth in which you can work, but at the same time, you have the chance of spillover and things like that have become an amazing opportunity. Now, if you look out there in the smart contract world today, a lot of people have followed this same exact suit, right? They're talking about a 1x3 and a 2x2. Now, even though no one else is a follow me system, and most of them, in fact, all of them that I've seen are just pass up systems, so you lose your people. That's a whole nother subject, right? The reality is people are very visual. They see what they see. So if leaders come in here and they get excited about what we're doing, they see the income that people are earning, the first question that always comes to mind is, hey, is this a short-term project, or is this something that's going to be a month and then they're going to launch something else and then they're going to have to go another route? What is this exactly? Well, I can tell you this, we've already talked about that 5-year plan. That is our goal, is to make sure that we are sending this smart contract into a direction that it can be the very best of the best. And the only way to do that is to create an environment that not only can attract people, excuse me, but can keep people here long term, right? We want to make sure that you have a home here. Every single time you think about a smart contract, we want you to think about LionShare, and not just you, every single person on this planet. When they think smart contracts, we want them to think LionShare. The only way that we can do that is to provide you the best of the best. We know without a doubt, we have the best of the best in technology. We know that our smart contract is second to none, right? We know that we have this amazing follow me system, that we've done things inside of smart contracts no other smart contract has been able to do. Do you understand that? The fact that we were able to import people into a smart contract with the Tron, some of you saw that as a failure. Like, the industry looks at that, the failure. No one has ever been able to do what we did, what we pulled off. Every other contract that has launched and something went wrong, guess what? They made the people pay again. Which we haven't even publicized is the fact that we paid to get everybody back into that Tron contract, right? We paid the gas fee and the energy for every single import that we did. We didn't make that public, because we were in the midst of fixing the challenges that we had. The reason why I tell you that is because I believe that we've proven over and over that we're going to do everything that we can to make this the best of the best. And one thing that has been missing from that is the ability, in my opinion, to really build a massive, massive organization without that thought in the back of your head is, am I earning income from it? Now you can say what you want. We're all human, okay? So the bottom line is this, matrices, they only pay so deep. That's just the reality of it, okay? So what happens is, as I said, you attract these massive leaders into this company or the smart contract. People get excited about it. You see a tremendous amount of income coming in. And then what happens is people begin to have to look elsewhere, right? Some of you have already done that. Some of you came in, you felt the wave of lion share, and you started to dabble in other things because maybe your network isn't as big as you thought. Maybe you lost people. Whatever it is, you decided to start looking out there. There's a lot of these, what I would call scams popping up that are paying these rates of return that are not even realistic from any point of the imagination. And there's nothing real. They can't show it to you, right? They can't show you, hey, this is actually what we're doing. And that's what decentralization is supposed to be all about, the transparency side of it. So a lot of that is missing. What we're going to show you here today is going to be the best of all worlds, the best of, hey, your personal efforts, that working with your direct to team efforts to get that spillover, and now introducing the new L3 compensation plan, which is going to pay you in depth. So let's get into this and let me show you exactly what I mean by that, okay? So before we get into the comp plan, I do want to let you know that all the pricing is going to remain the same on the L3. So just like the L1 and the L2, the same exact packages that you look at there is what you're going to look at here. So everything remains the same. You're not going to have to, memorize a whole new set of pricing or anything like that. It's right here for you. And I'm sure my slides, they're hopefully you guys can see them just as plain as day, but they look, the numbers are just the same, so you can match those up, okay? But let's get into this. And the reason why I wanted to start with the pricing is because what I'm going to be showing you here today are just some very small examples. But look at these pricing, try to remember a few of them, because I'm going to show you some examples of these and how the L3 comp plan can work. So without further ado, we're going to get this thing started. Now I've got to ask for a little bit of participation here. I can't see everybody's faces, so I can't really tell if you guys are excited about this or not. So what I'm going to ask you right now, just for a little bit of presentation, just so I can get this out, I need to make sure if you want to hear what's going on here, if you're excited about what we're about to do to change history, I want you to put a number 1 in the chat or show me a number 1 if you got your video on. Let's give me a number 1. I've got to get a bunch of them because I want to get this out, but I don't want to just waste your time, right? I want to make sure that what I'm sharing with you here today is something that makes sense, that's something that you understand is going to be life-changing to you and your family. So here they come. Here all the ones come. Awesome. For all y'all in your video, I appreciate it. We got a lot of people. Thank you so much. All right, here we go. Let's get this thing rock and rolling. Thank you for the participation. All right. So, hold on here. Let me get into this. All right. Well, I'm trying to get into it here. All that build up and now I can't get the thing to change. Isn't that hilarious? Okay, so introducing the brand new L3 Unilevel plan. Okay, what you're looking at here is a basic compensation plan that is very easy to understand. But if you understand numbers, you're going to understand the power of this. So I'm going to break this down for you in really simplistic terms, and then I'm going to show you some examples. Okay, the way that the Unilevel works is like this: L1, level 1, I mean L3. Level 1, basically what that means is this: every single time you make a personal sale from this point going forward on your L3, so the new platform, you're going to earn a 20% commission, right? So think about that. If someone comes all the way in, what is it? Let's just call it $5,000. That's $1,000 commission to you, right? Now, why is that important? Well, inside of a matrix, obviously the L1 is all about you. You do pass up that third cell. On L2, sometimes you pass up number 1, not sometimes, always pass up number 1 and number 2, right? So this platform right here, there's no pass ups. What you're looking at are straight numbers. So every single sale that's made inside of the L3, you're going to receive 20% as that personal sponsor or the person that you refer. Now, when they go out there and start referring people and they start bringing people in, that's going to be considered your level 2 people. You're going to earn 10%, right? So pretty simple. Think about this. I think our number 1 producer in this company, I think that they've earned, let's say $300,000, and let's say 100,000 of that came from personal referrals. I'm making numbers up, by the way, so don't take that into consideration. To you, because you would get 10% of what they did, right, on your level 2. Pretty cool deal, right? Level 3, also 10%. Same exact concept. We're building this, building this, building this. Every single level after that, so level 4 through level 15, you're looking at a total payout of 5%. So this is a total cumulative payout of 100%. Now, what you are about to see, though, is going to shock you. And I'm going to tell you, I'm not joking. I almost didn't show these numbers because of how powerful they are. Now, let me ask another question. How many of you out there, you can give me a number 2 in the chat if you've heard this. How many of you out there, either through us or through one of the presenters or through one of your leaders or one of the trainings that you've seen out there, have heard about the power of 3 or the power of 6 inside of our platform, right? The follow me system. There's a lot of people that talk about go out there and get 6 people and help them get 6 people. And that's the way they build it. Now, the reason why is because we showed the roadmap to $1 million, right? And that's why people go with the 6 that get 6. But let me ask you another question. Some of you have probably heard the 3 that get 3, right? The power of 3. That's what I'm going to go with today. I'm going to go with the power of 3. And the reason why is because I do think most people out there can find 3 people. And when you think about the pricing on the L3, like for the 100 Tron, we're talking about less than $3 US. So if anyone on here can tell me that you can't find 3 people to put in $3, you are probably in the wrong business. Okay. And I'm not being disrespectful. I'm just straight telling you, like, if you're putting effort into your business, you can do this absolutely, because it's affordable worldwide, right? So I see a ton of number 2s in here. Thank you so much for participating. So let's get into this. And I'm going to throw out a disclaimer. What you are about to see do look like some huge numbers. It is not indicative of what your business is going to look like. In fact, the one thing I can guarantee is no one's business is going to look exactly like what I'm about to show you. Okay. What it is showing is an illustration that is the power of 3. So you have a complete understanding, but just like anything else, there's no guarantee of earnings unless you put effort in there. That's just the way business and life works. But let's go ahead and get this started. Okay. So what I'm going to be showing you right this very second is the power of 3, starting with the 100 Tron level. Okay, 100 Tron level. Everyone got this? All this slide is showing is 100 Tron. It's not showing someone going all the way through. We're talking about the very, very first package on L3. We're talking about a $2.70 package right now in the United States. That's what we're looking at. I hope everybody gets that, all right? So the power of 3, what does that mean? Well, what we're looking at right here is 3 that get 3. So here you are, you start your business, you go out there and you find 3 people to work with you, right? 3 people, that's it. So what you look at here is if you have 3 people and they each paid 100 Tron, that would be 300 Tron, right? Now, I already told you on your level 1, what percentage do you earn? 20%. So if you have 300 Tron times 20%, you're looking at 60 Tron. This is not dollars. These are Tron, right? So 60 TRX, I mean, the math can't get any easier than that, all right? So it's very, very simple. We're going to do it on level 2 just to make sure you completely understand. On level 2, you help those 3 people that you personally sponsored go out there and get 3 people. So that would be a total of 9, right? 3 that get 3. Each one of them pay. You would get 10% of that. That's 90 Tron paid directly to you. Okay. So that's level 2. I'm not going to do this on every level. I wanted you to get the concept of how it works. So here's why I say I almost didn't want to show you these numbers. Okay. As you start to build this 3 that get 3 that get 3, and you go 15 levels deep, what we start looking at here is, I think that's 14 million people. Now, do I think that that's realistic? Well, I mean, I think anything is possible, okay? But I do think that that number of 14 million is going to be very, very challenging for anyone to get. Now, why am I telling you that? Well, because I want to be real with you, right? I want to be straight with you. Like, this is an example, but what I want you to see here is what the true power is from an earnings potential. Folks, we are only talking about 100 Tron. Do you understand this? Like, I haven't even shown you any of the other packages. We're only looking at this $100 Tron package. So as you can see, if you got 3 that find 3 all the way down to 15 levels, what you're looking at is 71 million Tron. 71 million Tron, 3 that find 3 at the lowest level. I hope everybody's getting this. I mean, like, it's insane what this looks like. Let's go forward a little bit, okay? Let me show you the 1,000. Now, again, as you notice, I didn't go 100, 200. I'm not showing you every single one. I'm showing you some simple examples of if you find three that find three all the way down on specific levels. Okay. So this one right here, same exact thing, power of three. We're looking at 1,000 Tron instead of 100 Tron. Still, what is that? I think that's like, is that $30? Not even $30, $27 to get started in this. You're looking at 717 million Tron, right? If you find three that find three all the way down. Now, I'll be sharing these slides and everything, okay? So don't worry if you're trying to take notes and stuff like this. We'll get this out. What I want you to see is the power of this. What if you only did 50% of this? What if you only did 10% of this, right? What would that look like for you and your family if you could only accomplish 10% of what I'm showing you? It would be life changing. And we're only talking up to the 1,000 Tron right now. Let's go to 10,000. And if you remember, we actually have a 25,000 Tron, but I'm only going to go up to 10,000 because the numbers just get insanely big and I don't even want to go down that road. Okay. So again, three that get three, we're looking at 10,000 Tron. That is, I think that is package number 15, right? So there's still one more package above it, 25. I guess all you'd have to do is multiply these numbers by 1.5 and you could get that at 25,000. As you can see, it gets insane. But look at this. What is this? So if you did it, three that find three all the way down just on the 10,000 Tron, that is what? Is that 7,174,453,500? I can't believe I even got that number right, but I did. The bottom line is it's stupid, right? I mean, that's the truth. It's insane amount of income. Here's what we're showing you how to do. Okay. What this is what we call a game changer. And I honestly, I hate that term because it's so overused, especially in this industry. I don't like using it. But this is truly something that is going to separate us from everybody else out there, number one. And when you understand the power of this, and all of a sudden your light bulb comes on and say, wow, I can build inside of Lionshare, not just today, not just for the next 30 days while I recruit all my personal people and then go find something else. This is something that every single day you can get paid instantly and directly, not by just your efforts, not by the people just direct to you's effort, not even by those people directed them. 15 levels of being able to do that. I want you to think about some of these organizations that you've seen built out there in multiple countries. Imagine getting a leader out there that is in Asia or something like that, that might bring in 50,000 people. What is that going to do for your income? What is that potential? It only takes a few of you. And if you're out there today and you're like, I don't know anyone in Asia, well, get to know some people, right? I mean, the bottom line is social media has broken down those boundaries where you can get out there and share this. So this is the numbers. Again, I have to say a million times over, there's no guarantee of this. This is not exactly the way your business is going to look, but my gosh, can you see the potential of what's going on here? What if you just taught people how to come through the first 5 boards, right? Maybe that's all you can personally afford. So that's all you tell your people to come through the first 5 boards, and you were able to accomplish that. I can't even imagine what that number is going to look at just based on the 100 that we saw. So with that being said, what I believe I showed you here today is something that is going to be monumental to your business. It's going to create a home and a place that network marketers worldwide, direct sellers worldwide are going to be flocking to what we're doing, because we're the first contract out there that not only takes care of some of that immediate gratification, but it also creates a platform now that you can work very deep, right? You can help hundreds of thousands of people instead of, a lot less than that, be able to achieve income and work together. Now you can be doing a meeting right where you're at here and not even know the person that you're about to be on a Zoom with, but you just know that, hey, they're down the line a little bit, but they've got this massive team. You understand what the game has changed to now. It's something that is just unbelievable. Now, I want to talk about a couple different things that I know have probably come to your mind as far as questions, okay? So we're going to break this down. Number one, I want to remind you this is not a matrix, okay? Because I know one of the questions that we're going to get is, well, can I only put 3 people on that first level because that's what I showed? No, you can put 100 people on that first level. There's no limit to the amount of people that can go on your directs, okay? So it's not like a matrix. A matrix will sometimes limit you on the amount of personal people that you can put in. This you can go as wide as you want. So you can refer as many people as you want, okay? So that's very important. The most important thing that you're probably questioning is, well, what about my current organization? How is this going to work? Is this something that's going to be tied together? What are we doing? So one thing that we were able to do with our Tron contract, as you know, is we were able to import everybody into the smart contract. Well, during that process, if you remember, in the midst of all this chaos, you heard me, who I know I'm a little bit crazy, but I was talking about what we had just accomplished. Like, people don't understand how big what we just accomplished was, right? Being able to take an organization and move it into a smart contract had never been done. And I was shocked that it even worked, but it did. So here we are today. We're introducing a brand new L3. And the biggest question is going to be, how do we keep the integrity of our team, right? Because every single time you guys have done a contract, which is only twice, a bunch of sponsor shopping goes on, right? I've got my people trying to join someone else. I got leaders blowing me up saying, James, I've got my huge leader over here. They're considering joining so-and-so. Ultimately, we can't dictate what anyone does, right? If someone wants to join someone, that's their right. They can do whatever they want. This is a decentralized platform. We cannot move people. We cannot remove people. We cannot terminate people. We can't do anything like that. So to some extent, our hands are tied, right? Here's what's going to be super cool about this L3 though, okay? The L3 will already know exactly who is in your organization. So as a leader, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go out there and you're going to want to first upgrade to whatever package that you can upgrade once this is live. I'm going to talk about that here in just a second. You're going to want to upgrade to whatever package you want to upgrade. And then you want to start with your personals, okay? You want to get them going. There's going to have to be some strategy here and things like that. You don't want your team passing you, right? Because if they buy a higher board, obviously they're going to go up. You don't want that to happen. So there's going to require some teamwork and some strategy. But the cool thing is that the system already knows who your sponsor is, right? And that you will follow that sponsor. You just have to make sure that the order is in place, that you are upgrading. So, with the other smart contracts that we launched, the other two, I know that we kind of sprung those on people, right? We, especially the last one, we talked about having a 48-hour window or a 24-hour window, and then we were going to release it. I know we didn't do that, and some of you got disappointed in that, but you have to understand that was a strategic reason. Everyone was trying to hack our contracts, is the truth. So we wanted to make it to where no one really knew what we were doing, even though we were putting that message out there. It wasn't to be deceitful. It was to definitely protect each and every one of us. And that's what we were able to do. We were successful in that, where no one found our contract. No one was able to come in before anybody else. That's a big thing. With this system, since the database is already going to be connected to it, it's not going to be that mad rush that, hey, we got to get in there, we got to get positioning, we're going to sign up under, whoever can give us the best deal type thing. You're already signed up, right? So your team is going to be able to go with you. You're just going to want to make sure that you strategically place them in the order in which you want. So starting with your personals and going up. That is the way that it will work, but everything will be hooked to you. If someone does pass you, they will go up, but that's, we will definitely be doing some training and things like that before then to get that to it. So those are going to be the main questions that we have. As you can see, it is 100% payout. It's still multiple levels deep at this point. What I've seen out there from some other smart contracts, I've seen some that have tried to come out with 10 levels. I've seen some that are paying, like 4 or 5 levels. Folks, 15 levels and the leverage that you can create here is literally life-changing. Okay, it truly is. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually stop sharing this. I'm going to look here. What I'd like to do is I want to see, Edgardo, can you maybe come back out? I mean, I know you've already seen this. Obviously, you already know about it, but I also know you've had a tremendous amount of success in this industry. The ins and outs of it. What do you see from what we just showed people? What do you see this doing for not only Lionshare, but the business of our leaders?
James, this is the power duplication, which is network marketing. This is what leaders love, getting paid deep. That means go and help deep on your organization, get paid. I mean, when that happens, oh, leaders get excited, leaders go crazy. And I'm about to bring other top leaders that they were waiting for this. And this is what you need to do. I mean, this is the time that you go up there, because nobody, when I mean nobody in smart contracts has this, nobody. We're the only one. Remember what I always say, we're only getting better and better and better. And it's always going to be that way. Always. We're always going to be on top of the game. We're always going to be ahead of the smart contracts, because that's what you want. Okay. And that's what you deserve. And let me just make a comment about the matrix. You know, we show, you know, what James showed was the power of three. I mean, that with three people, you really can make it. I mean, you can make a blessing, a ton of trumps and income. But when it comes about the follow me matrix, what we have to charge with 6, I mean, I will recommend you guys follow the follow me matrix, the 6, and that's just going to take you to another level. And the reason we put 10 people, for you to help 10 people to earn 100,000 trumps here to December, I mean, well, here to November 15, it's just for you. Not just think about 6, think about 10. And if you can do 20, this is one of the things that I always show network marketing in my experience. If I tell you to do 10, I'll do 20. Okay, it's not what I say, it's what I do in this business. Okay, it's very, very, very important. Okay, and that's exactly what I do. I mean, if I say, let's get committed to work 10 hours a day, I'll do 20. And that's what I mean. Okay, so the follow me matrix, follow the follow me matrix. And well, another comment that I'm going to do is I'm getting a ton of messages. Matter of fact, thank you for all the response that you guys did, you know, with the one. I just got 300 like privately, like going crazy. And this is the way this smart contract with this L3 is going to go. Okay. But what I was going to say for all the Latinos, I'm going to say in Spanish, because I'm getting like hundreds of messages right now going like, Edgardo, where's the traduction in Spanish? Don't worry. Stephanie speaks Spanish. Jorge speaks Spanish. Juan Carlos speaks Spanish. I speak Spanish. A lot of you guys speak Spanish. So we're going to go over this information in Spanish. Let me say that in Spanish. Okay, yo sé que muchísimos de ustedes he tenido aquí mensajes privados en el WhatsApp, en todas partes de lo que viene siendo la traducción. No se preocupen. L3 es súper sencillo, es el poder de la duplicación, donde ustedes van a estar, pero contentísimos para llevarlo a toda su organización. Y este es el momento de llamar a todo aquel líder que dijo no, porque hoy sí te va a decir que sí. Ok, so vamos a hacer un entrenamiento solo en español, no te preocupes, pero qué bueno que estés aquí conectado para que seas tú el primero también de saber y mirar los números, porque los números en inglés, en chino y todo son lo mismo. Ok, so what I just said is that we're going to do a training in Spanish. Ok, but numbers are the same, no matter if it's in Chinese or in Spanish, in English, numbers are the same. 15 levels is the same. Okay, so I know we have a lot of people here that raised their hands. James, if you want to say anything else before we start bringing some people in?
I want to try to answer some of these questions that might come out before we kind of, you know, because I'm sure what a lot of people, there might be some people that want to share excitement. I'm thinking a lot of these are probably going to be questions. One of the questions is, you know, when is this thing going live, which is always the number one question. I want to mention something. So we, in typical Lionshare fashion, we don't have an exact date. And the reason why we don't have an exact date is because we are going to test this, and test it to make sure that things are 100%. We don't want a repeat of what happened, obviously, at the launch of you know, the current Tron project. Now, this is a little bit different, and the testing environment in Tron is a little bit more challenging than Ethereum and things like that. But that is where we're at. So I can't give you an exact date, but here's what I can tell you: we wouldn't be announcing this thing if we were a month out. Okay, I'll put it to you that way. We don't want to go down that road. We've already been down that road where we're like, hey, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. So the process has already started from a marketing standpoint, and we will continue to keep you guys posted. But during that time, trust me, during that time, we're going to be able to use this time to be able to get your strategy together to make sure that you have, the plan in place so that you can take care of your team as they come in. As I said, you're always going to want to upgrade first after your sponsor tells you to, and then start with your personals down the line so no one gets left behind. That's a really, really important thing. The other question that I've seen out here is, do you have to buy L3 when you come in and buy L2? Like right now, as you guys know, if someone comes in and buys L1 and L2, they're combined, right? L3 will not be combined. It's going to be totally optional. So when someone comes in, they're going to buy L1 and L2. And then if they choose to, they're going to be buying L3. Now, some of you are like, why? Why wouldn't we make people buy L3? Well, first of all, we don't want to make people do anything. And secondly, it will be a smart contract attached to our smart contract. So I'm not going to get all into the technical sides of it, but just know that it would be a double order process. So if someone comes in, they buy L1, L2, they can come in and purchase L3 if they want. And there's really no way around that. So we got to be really careful from a compliance standpoint anyway, forcing people to do things. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Edgardo, why don't we bring out like some of the people that have been with us maybe from the get-go, or some of the presenters. I see there's a bunch of people out here. Let's see. I'm gonna see if I see Mike here from Nigeria. Since Mike was the very first person I ever spoke with, I think, about Lionshare, I want to see if Mike will come out and say hello. Mike, are you there?
Yeah, James, how are you?
What's up, man? Uh-oh. Mike, you are cutting out, my friend. Unless that's just me. Is that me, Marlon? Or no, Dion, no.
He's cutting out.
Okay. Yeah, Mike, you are cutting out, my friend. For you, those of you who don't know, Mike is a massive leader in Nigeria, done phenomenal things, and been with us from day number one. So, well, Marlene, you're right there. I mean, you just came out. Let me ask you. I mean, you're here every single morning and every single night, giving back to the community with a lot of the presenters. What do you think about what we just shared with you? What do you think that means for you and your business and other people's business?
Oh my goodness, that is a life changer, James. That's definitely a life changer, because just by the L1 and L2 already as it is, it's already changing the game. So L3, oh my, I can't wait. I cannot wait. I can just imagine all these people that's already on the leaderboard, they're gonna even go higher on the leaderboard now. I can just imagine. I cannot wait.
Well, I see. Let's see if I can get him out here. I see. Everybody knows Jeremy Barnett. He is the author of the trading education, the background. I see him in here. Let me see if I can get him to come out. Give me 1 second. Hey, Jeremy, are you there where you can come out and say hello to everybody and let them know what you think of what's going on here? Let's see if I can get him to unmute. Jeremy Barnett, are you there?
Hey, man,
What's up?
What's up, dude?
Awesome.
Jeremy, I want to give you just a real brief introduction. For those of y'all who don't know, Jeremy, number one, is a massive leader in the industry, but number two, he was kind enough to work with us on his trading educational courses, as you guys know, and he's got some amazing things that are coming that we're going to be sharing with you as well that is going to add even more value. But Jeremy, I know you've had a lot of experience in this industry. You've got a great team that's already growing. What do you think this means for you and your team? And again, thank you for what you've done for us on the product side.
Well, I've experienced the Unilevel before. I think that it was definitely needed, especially for big leaders that are going to build in depth, because we're already starting to experience that now. Or even though it hasn't been that long, we're already working into 7, 8, 9 levels, and it's not that we don't want to help people, but we want to get paid for our efforts. That's what this is all about. So I think that this is really going to, it has the cat's meow for everything. It has the, the quicker, higher money with the cycles with the 1 and the 2. And then we have the L3, which is the depth. And so now we can really go down there and work with our teams. And because of the width, dude, I'm sitting here, I think I fell off my chair like twice when I was watching these numbers just on 100 Tron or 1,000 Tron. I'm in the US, so I know what kind of people that, I know, and people that, things we've done in the past. I don't know, man. I think the sky's the limit, and I'm really, really looking forward to helping people, take their the earnings in the smart contract and learn how to diversify that. And if you guys have not gone through the course, or if you're not there, definitely qualify for that. Learn the basics, because I will be showing you guys some things later on as we're going through. Because the market's always changing weekly. Like today, I think I made 9% on my account just with what's happening. But I called that in my Telegram room yesterday, so a lot of people can verify that.
I can
So,
verify.
pretty
I'm
cool,
in
man.
there.
Yeah. Yeah, I sent the P&L in there, so you saw it. But is that what you want me to say? Or do you
Yeah,
want me to say
man. Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously, I I don't want this to be scripted. I want it to be whatever you want to share. But man, thank you so much. For what you've done and what you're doing. And I think you just said it, man. I mean, like the amount of people that have been attracted to this that are now really excited, even beyond what they were. Just watch and see what happens, over the next couple weeks as we build up to this. I think you're going to see massive numbers coming in this. So Jeremy, thank you so much, man. We really appreciate everything you've done.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks.
All right. I see RJ here. I call him Rajneesh. Everybody else calls him RJ. RJ, I'm going to give you a brief introduction for y'all who don't know. RJ was the number 3 income earner in our Ethereum contract. I believe he's number 2 right now. He's got over 10 people, maybe more than that, since we made it 50 deep. He has over 10 people on the leaderboard just on his team from Team Rockstar. He's based out of India. He's my brother from another mother. What's up, Rajneesh? How you doing, man? How are things going?
Hey, James. Good evening from India, man.
Good evening. So, Rajneesh, what did you think of what you saw, man? What do you think this can do for you and your team?
Oh, man. James, first of all, thank you so much for introducing this L3, because I was getting so many requests from my leaders, like they want something like this. So I think you heard that. Even we didn't say that, but you heard that. Yeah, so that's the reason we always say, like, LionShare is the king of smart contract, and they are always thinking behind the scene, working for all of us. That's how we have built this great community as well. The people, the trust, everything. So thanks again, James. This will be another game changer. We already had L1 and L2 with the proper follow me metrics and all. Now adding this L3 will be like sky is the limit, man. So thank you so much.
No, man. Well, we appreciate all you've done. And I don't know specifically what your numbers look like as far as the amount of people and the amount of levels that you have. But what I do know is that you stand to make an absolute fortune for you and your family in this, just by being loyal, just by being here and being part of what we have going on. You've, again, been here since day one. It's been really exciting. And, man, we appreciate each and everything that you've done. So thank you.
Thank you, James. And, Jeremy and me, we have worked together before as well. So I saw him like, I think it's been 5 or 6 years after today I'm seeing him. So Jeremy, hello, Rajneesh here.
Yeah, so you won't believe this about Jeremy. The first time I met him was at the end of 2009 or the beginning of 2010. So that's how long I've known Jeremy as well. It's kind of funny. Like I've had some major people come back out of the woodworks, like even from my very first company that I was ever part of. So it's a cool industry, right? I mean, it's completely changed and just huge opportunity. So RJ, thank you so much, man. We really appreciate you and your team and everything that you guys have done.
Thank you so much, James.
Let's see here. I don't know, Simon, I see you here. You've got that awesome background. You're in a suit. You look like a news anchor. He's giving us peace signs. I thought maybe we could bring you out and see, give us some of that UK accent and tell us what's going on, what you think about what we just said.
Hi again. Yeah, it looks awesome to me, I must say. I'm pretty excited about that. It was amazing already, but this edition is certainly going to make it even more impressive, I believe. Yeah.
Now, Simon, let me ask you something. Is it weird to be able to come out here and talk? Because most of the time they're trying to get you to come out and talk at 4 o'clock in the morning while your family's sleeping and you're whispering. Does it feel liberating to be able to use your full voice to come out here and
It's
share with us?
it's nicer. Yeah, yeah. I do miss the 4 o'clock in the morning ones. They're they're good fun too. But yeah.
Exactly. Well, man, thank you so much. We appreciate you again. Like, someone that I've seen their face so many times on these Zooms, and we appreciate all you're doing there in the UK. So, all right, Simon, thank you. Let's see here. I saw Juan Carlos here. Let's see if we can get Juan Carlos to come out. For those of you who don't know Juan Carlos, let's see if I can get him here. Juan Carlos, are you there, my friend?
Hello, James. Yes, I am here, man.
Juan,
what's up, bro?
I gotta give you a proper introduction, man. So for those of you who don't know Juan Carlos, again, top 5 income earner in Ethereum and Tron, done phenomenal things. He's built his team worldwide. But what I like most about Juan Carlos is his mind. Like, his mindset is off the charts. And, he's that example of living life. Oftentimes you'll see him on the beach, and he talks about his worries and things like that and what Lionshare has done. And most importantly, English is his second language. And he comes out here and gets uncomfortable in front of people on a regular basis. And he's gotten so much better at English. So Juan Carlos, what's up, man? Tell us how you feel about what you just saw.
Yes, James, thank you, man. I appreciate it, bro, for this illusion. I'm so happy for this news, and I am surprised too. I love it, man. We are super ready for L3 right now. The next step for my team is call everybody and explain what this L3 make let me the words is the oh, I forgot, but we are ready, man. We are super ready for L3. Thank you for this surprise again, man. Do you know Lionshare changed my life, changed my family life? We are ready for rock and roll again and make history again too, man. Thank you, appreciate it, Gardo, James, every leaders, Stephanie, Marlene, Amy, for the presentators. Thank you so much, man. I'm so happy and so excited too, man.
Well, congrats, Juan Carlos. You've done phenomenal things, and congrats on your English. It constantly gets better, man. So thank you for coming out and sharing. So speaking of Stephanie, I mean, I would like to bring out Stephanie. For y'all who don't know Stephanie, she is by I guess career, she was an educator, done phenomenal things. And if you've ever heard her presentation, she absolutely rocks a presentation because she breaks it down to such a simple understanding level that anyone can get it. And Stephanie, correct me if I'm wrong, but you came from Juan Carlos, right? Is that
Yes, Juan Carlos is my mentor, and he is awesome, always guiding me along the way, showing me, what I needed to do. And he gave me the blueprint, right? He looked at Edgardo, and he knows Edgardo's a great leader, and he did what Edgardo did, and I'm doing what he's doing, and we're getting results, and James, I just want to say thank you to you and Edgardo for bringing this to us, because one thing that I pride myself when I introduce Lionshare is this is the people smart contract. And you all have really always thought of the people, and you're forward thinking, right? You're thinking, what do they need, right? It's always been like that. With the Ethereum smart contract, you knew that things were not economical, not because of you all, just those gas prices. And you gave us Tron. And yes, we had our little trials, but man, it's an awesome smart contract. And now you're giving this extra step, this extra way to make money, this way of invigorating the smart contract again, because, I've learned in this industry that people kind of have that shiny ball syndrome a lot, and they've kind of got distracted by other things. But I mean, you all have proved that Lionshare is the king of the smart contracts, right? So I know that they're going to come back. I know that these people were just distracted just for a moment, but when they see what we have to offer, I mean, you've got me for life, right? Like Edgardo says, lifetime membership here with Lionshare. And I just look forward to what this is going to bring everybody that needs it, especially now in this time, this pandemic. You know, this has been the cure for that, right? You don't have to stay where you are. Lionshare is giving you the platform of how to make money, how to make friends, how to enrich your life. So thank you all for that.
Absolutely. Well, Stephanie, thank you. And for those of you who don't know, Stephanie, even though she presents, you probably think that she's just been like this person that speaks in front of people all the time because that's how good she's gotten. The reality is the first time I tried to pull Stephanie out, like she kind of waved me off. She was like, she didn't want to, but she all of a sudden got uncomfortable, got comfortable at the same time. So congrats on how far you've come, Stephanie. You've done amazing things. I see Alfredo.
I have Alfredo here.
Yeah,
I have Alfredo here.
Great minds think alike there, Edgardo. What's up, Alfredo?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Can you guys hear me?
We got you.
Hey, man, I'm driving to Vegas.
Oh, no, man. More bad decisions.
No, listen.
So, Alfredo, you coming to... Sorry, Alfredo, you're coming to see me in Vegas.
Of course, brother. I'm going to stop by your house with John Kim. He's driving with me right now. He's going to open Korea. He just heard the amazing news. And he got super excited about the new L3 Matrix. He said he's ready to rock and roll.
Well, say hi to John for me, Alfredo.
He's listening to you right now, man. You're on the speaker.
Hello, John. How you doing, my friend?
Doing okay. How are you, Edgardo?
Doing great, my friend. As soon as I'm back to Vegas, I'm looking forward to see you. If not, I'm coming to see you in Atlanta, Georgia, my friend.
All right, great. I look forward to seeing you.
Yes. I'm not in Vegas. I'm, having a little vacation in Aruba, so just relaxing a little bit.
Beautiful. You have to enjoy your time.
Yes, my friend. But you know what? I mean, the beauty of this business is you can build this business anywhere. All you need is internet, your phone, your computer. You can build a very successful business. My friend, looking forward to team up with you, and he's a rock star, my friend.
Hey, thank you, James. It's been a minute, brother. So, like I said, we're gonna rock. We're gonna rock it. This is one of the things I really like the most about this new Matrix, brother. That you keep the integrity of the team. That's really good. And the other thing that I really like and appreciate is that you keep it under the same Lionshare at Tron, which is pretty awesome, brother. All right.
Yeah, man. I appreciate that, Alfredo. For those of you who don't know Alfredo, I mean, the dude is an absolute monster when it comes to production and producing. So, Alfredo, have a safe trip, man. Be careful. And I look forward to blowing this up in Korea as well. So, Mr. Kim, it's good to hear from you as well. And we're going to rock and roll.
Thank you, James. Thank you.
You're welcome. I see one guy here. He has been blowing it up. I don't know if I can get him to come out, but I'm going to ask him to. James D'Alessandro. James, are you there where you could come out and say hello? I saw you on here. I saw your name because our names are next to each other because you're James. I don't know if you can come out and say hello. James?
I can definitely say hello. Can you hear me?
What's up, man? I can hear you. How you doing?
I'm doing phenomenal. I want to first thank you, everyone behind the scenes, for what we have here at Lionshare. I can't thank you guys enough. I know how much effort and time and energy you put into what we have here. And, I've been practicing gratitude for a long time. Every morning I wake up, it's a routine. I take a few minutes, I meditate, I focus on all the amazing things in my life and amazing people I have to be grateful for. And, this smart contract and this family, this is like a family vibe, right? This is a real strong team we have here all over the world. We've got an amazing team. And that's why this is so successful, right? Because it's not just one person. You can't achieve, what do they say? It requires a village, right? You can't achieve great things by yourself. Like, you can only do so much alone, right? But when you have a team of people, similar goals, similar dreams, marching together, right? We're all in this together, locking arms and, marching towards our goals and our dreams. It's just, there's real magic there. And I wanted to just take a moment to thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm excited. I mean, this is incredible. This is so powerful what we have here already, and this just got exponentially better. And the fact that it's not quite ready, but almost ready is good. I mean, get ready, guys. Get your teams ready. Like James said, communication is key. just get ready. Use this as a promotional tool. You know, you can build your team even faster now, or even bigger, even stronger, right? Just let people know what's coming. Oh man, I'm just so excited. It's amazing.
Well, James, I want to throw something in about you because, you know, you kind of started with like your gratitude and your daily routine. Now, I just got added to one of James's groups for Lionshare. And, you know, the amazing thing about your crew, man, is that I would say it seems to be maybe 70% about the way people think and 30% about how you build a business. And in my opinion, I'm a big mindset guy, right? So I truly believe in that. And for the longest time, I didn't. I mean, at all. I was like the worst of the worst. But man, you guys do an amazing job at building people up into the leaders that they need to become for people in order to follow them. So I want to congratulate you on that. I know you've had a tremendous amount of success, and you quietly have been moving up this leaderboard. You sent me your ID. I didn't even know who you, I mean, I knew who you were, but I did not realize that was your ID. So congrats on your success, man. We really appreciate everything you're doing, and your team's absolutely rocking it. So thank you for coming out.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
All right. Awesome. All right, Edgardo, who else we got? I really want to bring.
Did we bring Mike?
Well, we tried. Let's try again. Let's try him again. We couldn't hear him.
Yeah, let's try again because his internet. Mike, are you available, my friend?
Yeah, I'm available. Edgardo, how are you?
I'm doing great, my friend.
Yeah, I have a poor network. I have a poor network now. I'm yet to understand everything. Maybe I will have a replay of all this.
Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
We got you, man. Yes, sir. You're good.
Yeah, I'll have to have a replay of this. Okay. My internet is poor. I have a poor network today. Maybe later I will replay. But from what you are saying, I saw the chart and I think it's a good one. Okay, it's a good one. And I want you guys also to pray for my country, Nigeria. There is a kind of unrest here for now. Okay. The kind of unrest in Nigeria, but I know that everything will be calm. Everything will be calm very soon. So I want every leader here to join me in prayers and pray for my country, Nigeria, so that everything will be calm. But from the plan I saw, it's a good one. This is pure network marketing, whereby you enter to a certain level, which is a good one. But because of my poor network, I'm yet to catch everything. Maybe later in the day or the next Zoom, I will grasp everything and run with it as usual. But the most important thing now is we have to pray for the youth of Nigeria. There is a lot of unrest now. We don't even know what's going to happen next, okay? But for now, we are watching and believing God to give us peace. All right, James?
Oh, man, Mike, well, definitely, you know, our prayers are with your country. Like I said, for those of you who don't know, Mike was the very first person that I spoke with about Lionshare. He's been here since day number one. Phenomenal leader out of Nigeria. And, you know, the one thing I love about Mike, if you have ever heard him speak, when he talks about his team, right? Very rarely do you hear about what he's done or his accolades. He talks about what others have done and what they are doing. As you can see from his heart right there, he's not, I mean, he's more focused on the health of his country, right? Making sure that things are safe there. So Mike, our prayers are with you for sure. You know, you got this community backing you 100%, man. So we appreciate everything. I'd like to bring out Dion, man. Edgardo, I see you there with your towel on too, dude. I mean, I'm a little bit jealous that you're out there living it up in the Caribbean while I'm sitting here in Alabama.
But you just have a little relax and having, you know, having people here, make sure I'm taking care of here in myself. But you know what, James, you know what you were talking about, Mike is all about people. It's all about his people. What he said is bring the best of the best for our country, for our people. And that's exactly what we're doing. And I know he's gonna love when it comes about this matrix, because I mean, now he can go help people on the 10 level, 12 level, 13 level. The power duplication and 15 levels is wow. Oh, that's all I can say. Wow. Okay. So just get ready. Not only Mike, but you know, Philippines, I mean, Nigeria, all these countries. Okay. All these countries, get ready, get ready. And once again, you know, I want to really, really appreciate what Marlene, Dion, Amy. I don't know if Amy's here too. I would love to hear from Amy. I mean, Amy is rocking. I mean, she is on fire, like Stephanie, like Marlene, Victoria. And we're going to bring more people, you know, to do this, these Zoom meetings every single day. We have a dream team, you know, doing these meetings every single day.
Absolutely, man. All right, so let's do this. Dion, I want you to close it, okay? I want you to, when I bring you out here in 1 second, I want everyone to feel that energy that you put out there to people, which is unbelievable.
James, I don't, but before we close, I don't know if Amy is here to say something. Amy, I know Stephanie talk and Marlene.
Definitely.
Amy
hey guys, I am. I'm right here.
Amy, how's it going?
It's going. How are you, James?
I'm really well. So what do you think of what you just witnessed or experienced?
James, it's going to be a great Christmas up here in Wisconsin. That's all I have to say.
Now, Amy, you're like brand new to this industry, right? This is like your second week in this industry. So you probably haven't seen anything. Like I'm messing with you, right? For those of you who don't know, Amy's been in this industry a really long time and had a tremendous amount of success. And again, she's one of these people that give back every single day of her life to the Lionshare community to come out here. It does amazing presentations. So I agree with you, Amy. It's going to be an amazing holiday season for people. We appreciate all you do. Is there anything specific that, you know, based on what you saw that you think is going to benefit people? I mean, just tell us, like, based on what we showed you, what is it that you think is going to be the difference maker?
Well, absolutely. I think Alfredo hit it right on the head, right? We can benefit from this third platform without doing any more work. We've already built the team. And because you guys are structuring it to the fact that we get to keep those teammates, we don't have to do any more work for this. We just have to educate our directs and allow them to understand, hey, this is what's going to go on. This is what's going to happen. And we get to benefit from that. Everybody gets to benefit from that. So anyone that has put any directs into this, just contact them and say, hey, we've got a whole new game here, and this is what we're going to do, and give them the game plan. And like I said, Christmas is going to be absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, well, you know, we're not too far away from that. You guys hear me a lot of times talking about the end of the year, the holiday season. And, you know, I think I do that because, like, for me personally, I've had a lot of rough ones, right? Like, I mean, I've seen so many times in my life where I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know how I'm going to do this. Like, how am I going to get these gifts, not just for my family, but for everybody? It's a stressful time. And what I know as we finish this quarter up in 2020 and what's been the worst economic situation that I've ever seen in my life, we've blessed so many people already, and we're about to take it to a whole new level. So Amy, thank you so much for coming out. We really appreciate it. So look, we're at the, we're over the top of the hour. What I would like to do, I know there's a lot of questions. I know a lot of people want to come out. This was really supposed to be something to introduce it. We're going to be doing trainings and strategy sessions as well on how to get ready for this. Okay. What is it that you need to be doing to make sure that your team follows you and things like that? But before I finish this and wrap this up, I do want to bring out Dion. For those of y'all who don't know Dion, she is a phenomenal energy, right? She's got it. She has it. And she, again, is one of these people that come out here on a regular basis and give back her time away from her family to come out here and build your business and help you build it for you. So Dion, give us some of this energy to take off on so we can rock and roll here today.
Thank you so much, James. It's so good to see you. Thank you, Eduardo. OMG, that's all I can say. This will give us another quiver, for another arrow for our quiver to use to catapult people to generational wealth. So we're excited about that. James, Eduardo, let me just say to you, you have given me an amazing gift. You've given me the gift of Amy. You've given me the gift of Marlene and Stephanie and Victoria and Sherzy. And we have banded together to be here to do the heavy lifting for the community. And we're excited about it. So this just gives us even more. You thought my energy level was right here. Now you've taken it to the moon, out in the universe. What excitement. So I get to come in and be with my family every day, sometimes twice a day, to see Theo and Stephanie and Simon and Amy and Eduardo and Juan Carlos, Keonda, and all of everybody from all over the world. And Eduardo, if you show that picture of you getting a hair massage one more time, he's really, but you know what? You deserve all of that, all of that. You know what? Here, just let me feel her rubbing in my hair. But anyway, we're so excited and we're so grateful. Guys, stay plugged in. If you look into the chat, there's the Telegram group. If you're not a part of the Telegram group, stay plugged in, plug in. If you're new on this platform, get back to the person that invited you. If you haven't been here for a while, do not leave this platform. Get back in here, plug in, so you'll know what's going on. Jeremy Barnett, thank you so much for all the education that you're giving us in the crypto space. Where else would you be able to go for a cup of coffee and learn how to trade? Come on, really? Oh my goodness, James. So we're excited. Thank you so much. Thank you to my sponsor, my auntie, Miss Geneva Hilton, who brought me to this platform. I love you, Aunt Jen, for bringing me here. So if your sponsor is on the line, and just say thank you. Please just say thank you to them for bringing this incredible, phenomenal, extraordinary blessing so that you can share it out with the word. Out in the word. The word says a good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children, and it is the good Most High who gives us the power to obtain wealth, to establish the covenant on the earth. So we have a charge. Let's go get it, Lion's Share.
Oh man, wow! I don't even want to follow that one up, but I guess I have to. Dion, thank you so much. I mean, as you guys can see, that's why we are ending with Dion, because she brings it. She's going to help you through the rest of your day. You can think back at that speech and like, wow, I felt that when she talked. So listen, I want to say thank you to everybody. You know, again, to the presenters. I got to give some shout outs to New Zealand and Australia, even though they're not here. It's super late, like it's like 4 o'clock in the morning. They've done phenomenal things. That's why you don't see a lot of them here, but I know some of them still came out. I want to give props to them. Thank you all so much for everything that you're doing. But Edgardo, enjoy your head massage again. Just like they said, I know you're nonstop, man. You deserve a break, probably for your health of all reasons. But listen, as you guys can see, I feel like this is something that is a historic day. I know that sounds corny, but I really believe this is historic because, you know, we've just changed the game of smart contracts once again. And that's what kings do and queens. We are changing the game of this, right? We are building a dynasty here. And it's not just us. It takes every single person to be part of this. The leaders that have supported this, the loyalty that you have here, you know, where we're going is not where we're at today. And I'm excited to be part of this and to see where this thing ends up. I hope everybody has an awesome morning, afternoon, evening, depending on where you're at in the world. Make sure to stay plugged into these telegrams. We're going to have a lot of information coming out on this L3, exactly how you can, you know, work with your team to make sure everything happens the way it's supposed to. So you guys have a phenomenal day. Like I said, we appreciate each and every one of y'all. This call's a wrap. See you guys soon.
See you, everyone. Let's rock. Bye-bye.
See you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Dion. Bye-bye, Jorge.
Bye-bye, Edgardo.
Bye-bye, Jorge.
Bye-bye, my friend.
I love the scenery, Jorge.
See you, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.